Hi guys, it's Graham again and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing part 7 of my lockdown book haul. I have 7 books to show you. They are all part of a series that embarrassingly I have never read, but this is the 3rd collection of this series that I currently own. I accidentally bid on it on eBay and accidentally won that auction. So yeah, the series is the Chronicles of Narnia. I've never read these, but these editions are stunning. They're absolutely beautiful. And these books are from 1997, so they are 23 years old. And they look like they've just been purchased from a shop. They are in perfect condition, and I am so chuffed with these. I will probably pop my other collections on eBay or somewhere because this is like the ultimate collection for me, I think. So the first one we have is The Magician's Nephew. These are stunning. These are absolutely gorgeous. I love these. And what I find funny about Narnia, even though I've not read it, apparently the order they were published in isn't the order they should be read in. That intrigues me. I love it. So I hope to get to these soon. So like I say, this is the Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. This is The Magician's Nephew. It's just beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Then we've got the most famous one, which is The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. Absolutely gorgeous. I'll pop these down back in order. Then we've got the Horse and His Boy. Again, a beautiful book. The next one is Prince Caspian. Again, a really nice, gorgeous book. The next one is The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, which is stunning. And then we have help if you could put it down properly, Graham. Then we have the Silver Chair, which is gorgeous as well. And the final one is The Last Battle, which again is gorgeous. I just love these. They're so beautiful. Let me get them back over again and I shall read you the synopsises. Synapses? No, that's in your brain. I'll read you the synopsis for each book. So, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Magician's Nephew. When Diggory and Polly are tricked by Diggory's peculiar Uncle Andrew into becoming part of an experiment, what happens to the children is far beyond anything even the old magician could have imagined. Hurled into the wood between the worlds, Polly and Diggory soon find that they can enter many worlds through the mysterious pools there. In one, they encounter the evil queen, Jadis, who wreaks havoc in the streets of London when she is accidentally brought back with them. When they finally manage to pull her out of London, unintentionally taking along Uncle Andrew and a coachman with his horse, they find themselves in what will come to be known as the land of Narnia. In this first book of the Chronicles of Narnia, C.S. Lewis shows the glorious birth of the land of Narnia at the hand of its unforgettable king. It is followed by 6 more books that collectively tell the history of a magical world that has become as real as our own. I really want to get to these. I mean, look at that. It's just beautiful. So the next one is probably the one that we all know, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. It's certainly one that I know. Even though I've not read it, I've seen the adaptations of this. I love the 1980s, I think it was BBC miniseries that was made of this. I remember watching it in school. Every Friday afternoon in primary school, we used to get an hour for watching videos and things on television, and I lived for that. It was brilliant. So yeah, I'll read you the inside of this one. This is the land of I keep saying learned. What is going on? I'll start again. This is the land of Narnia, said the fawn, all that lies between the lamppost and the great castle of Cair Paravel on the eastern sea. And you have come from the wild woods of the west. I got in through the wardrobe in the spare room, said Lucy. What begins as a game of hide-and-seek quickly turns into a huge adventure when Peter, Susan, Edmund and Lucy walk through the wardrobe and into Narnia. There they find a world frozen into eternal winter by the evil White Witch. Narnia, once filled with all manner of talking beasts, dwarfs and giants, is now a dark, joyless wasteland. The children can only hope that Aslan, the great lion, will return to Narnia and restore beauty and peace to the land. But will Aslan's powers be enough to conquer the dark magic of the White Witch? Now considered a classic, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe is C.S. Lewis's second book of the Chronicles of Narnia, which have captured the imaginations of children for several generations. Not mine, because I haven't read it. I need to get to these because I just have to. The next one is The Horse and His Boy. That's that one. And I'll read you the inside. When Shasta, the son of the cruel collar-mean fisherman, Arshish, overhears Arshish planning to sell him a slave, he decides to run away to the far north, a place he has always dreamed about, knowing that he will not get far on his own. He intends to steal a war horse, but the horse, because it is a talking horse from Narnia, in the end, steals him. The unlikely pair soon meet some reluctant travelling companions. Aravis, a high-born girl, escaping a forced marriage, and Hwyn, another talking horse. The two children have to combine both their wits and strength to overcome the problems they encounter en route. And when they discover a Calormene plot to conquer Narnia, they must also race against time. The battle that ensues matches in excitement any of the adventures described in the previous two books of the Chronicles of Narnia. Aslan and the kings and queens of Narnia once again rise to the occasion to defend their kingdom. Why haven't I read these? The next one is Prince Caspian, and this was also made into a film along with The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe back in the early 2000s. Not my favourite film, but it's a good one nonetheless. I'll read you the inside. While waiting one day for the train that will take them back to school, Peter, Susan, Edmund and Lucy are suddenly pulled into Narnia by a distress call from Prince Caspian. It has been hundreds of years since the time which followed The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, when the children reigned over the land as kings and queens. Now most of the talking beasts and enchanted creatures who once lived there in peace have been killed or frightened into hiding by the cruel Telmarine rule. Will Caspian, with the help of the rulers of old Narnia and the might of the great Aslan, be able to lead his followers in their fight for freedom and thus make Narnia safe for its rightful inhabitants? C.S. Lewis's fourth book of the Chronicles of Narnia once again brings us into his timeless world of magical creatures, miraculous events, and noble battles against evil. I haven't read this. Why? I don't understand. The next one is the Voyage of the Dawn Treader, and again, it's gorgeous. I love it. It's so pretty. I haven't read these. Graham, why haven't you read these? The things in the picture were moving. Down went the prow of the ship into the wave, and up went a great shock of spray. Through this enchanted painting, Edmund and Lucy, accompanied by their unwilling and unpleasant cousin Eustace, again enter the magical world of Narnia. Once aboard the magnificent ship, Dawn Treader, Edmund and Lucy are reunited with their old friends, Caspian, the young king, and Reepicheep, the daring mouse. Unforeseeable adventures and dangers await them as they sail further and further from charted waters towards the utter east, that Reepicheep has dreamed of since his youth. It is there that he hopes to find the mystical home of Aslan, the majestic lion, and king and lord of all Narnia. Book 5 in the Chronicles of Narnia continues the saga of C.S. Lewis's beloved land of fantastic creatures and unlikely heroes. Readers of any age will be entranced as the crew of the Dawn Treader approaches the world's end. Another book I haven't read. I'm going to read these. These will be read by the end of 2020 because I'm appalled that I haven't read these fantastic stories. So, book number 6 is The Silver Chair, and it looks like that, and it's just beautiful. And it is about Narnia. Through an ordinary doorway, Eustace Scrubb and Jill Pole, fellow pupils at a miserable school, stumble upon the place they wish most to be, Narnia. But it is not their own wishes that bring them to the enchanted land. It is the will of the mighty Aslan. The noble lion sends the children on a mission to find the lost Prince Rilian, beloved son of King Caspian, who was lured away by a beautiful and mysterious woman 10 years before and has been missing ever since. Together with Puddleglum, the gloomy but valiant Marshwiggle, Eustace and Jill must brave harsh terrain, menacing giants, and other grave dangers before delving into Underland to save the prince. And although they reach the end of their quest, their troubles are only just beginning. C.S. Lewis has once again worked his magic in this 6th book of the Chronicles of Narnia. This master of fantasy takes us ever deeper into an unforgettable world filled with adventures and mystery. And book number 7 in the Chronicles of Narnia is The Last Battle. And it looks like that. It has a rather sort of terrifying looking kind of eagle, bird, dinosaur thing. I've not read it, so I don't know. I'll read you the inside. "You look wonderful," said the ape. "If anyone saw you now, they'd think you were Aslan, the great lion himself." During the last days of Narnia, good King Tyrion faces the fiercest challenge ever to any Narnian king's rule. Many Narnians think they have seen the great Aslan, but he is behaving strangely. The ape who guards this false Aslan allows him to be seen only briefly, and says that all Narnians have been commanded by the lion to work for the cruel Calormenes. All are afraid to disobey Aslan. Only Tyrion and his small band of friends have faith that the real Aslan would never treat his beloved Narnians in this shameful way. They can only hope that their true hero will once again appear in time to save them all. The last battle is the greatest of all battles, and the final ending, the most magnificent of all endings in this, the last book of C.S. Lewis's timeless series, The Chronicles of Narnia. I haven't read it. I need to rectify that. I need to read these. They are absolutely gorgeous. The stories sound incredible, and I have seen the movie adaptations. So why I haven't read these and why I now own 3 collections is beyond me. Zero self-control, and nothing better to do. But clearly, nothing else better to do than actually read these books. So I will read these. They will go from here into here, and I'll enjoy them because they sound amazing. Whatever you're doing, I hope you have so much fun doing it. Whatever you're reading, I hope you love it. Stay fabulous, be amazing, be yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Bye-bye.